in store for us in the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Catherine Thompson. Hey, Kat.
Hey there, Martin. Well, as far as the weather goes, we've definitely been wintry today, not exactly feeling like spring. I was actually just watching it snow on our Beckley camera a few minutes ago, but that's how it's been today. You'll see a little rain shower come along, a little snow shower, then it moves on. You get a little break of sun peeking out. That's what we're seeing happening right now on our Beckley camera anyway. But the good news is we're not expecting any snow to amount to anything. As you can see, the roads still looking fine. They're just wet in some spots. A lot of the snow is just falling. It's melting on contact with that warmer ground. But don't be surprised, again, if we see a few more of these flakes, and we could still see some very, very light accumulations at really high elevations, especially on the grass. And, of course, into tonight once we lose that sunlight for sure breaking through. But as you can see, we've still got kind of some damp conditions out there. It's chilly, it's windy, and we're still going to see these on and off rain and snow showers into tonight. They'll just be very light and spotty, though, for the most part. Look at our temperatures, too. Again, we are cold. Most of us early today, we topped off in the 50s. Right now, though, we're sitting in the 30s. And since yesterday, this is the amount of change we've seen. We've dropped 22 degrees since this point compared to the same point yesterday in Lewisburg. We've dropped 32 in Bluefield, down 35 degrees in Beckley. So it has been quite a rude awakening. It's definitely feeling like we've just kind of rewound back into March. Early this morning, that's when our high temperatures were set, again in the 50s, and since then we've been dropping throughout the day. Most of us will stay around freezing or below in the 20s overnight tonight. So we are going to be below freezing in a lot of places. If you do have any sensitive plants, we're going to see enough breaks in the clouds tonight that we could see some frost. So you need to cover those up if you do have any sensitive plants outdoors. Freeze warnings are in effect for pretty much the entire area. If you do cover them up, use cloth, something cotton. We're talking towels or something lighter like a pillowcase or sheets, stuff like that. You don't want to cover it with plastic. That can actually harm the plant. That can actually freeze burn the plant. And you can actually drape Christmas lights over plants too for extra warmth. It might look kind of weird at this time of year, but it will help. And another thing, make sure you water the plants. If they're not wet enough already, make sure they're well watered before the sun goes down. That will actually raise the humidity around the plant itself, raising the temperature too. So that should help out as well. Now again, a few more snow showers tonight through early tomorrow. And tomorrow, we're looking a few degrees warmer than today. We'll be in the 40s instead of the 30s at this point tomorrow afternoon, but we're not exactly still feeling like spring. That's below normal, and we're still going to be a little damp. We're going to see some very spotty rain and snow showers throughout the day Thursday. We'll actually get a break late tonight, early tomorrow in most spots, but I think they flare back up tomorrow afternoon. That's all because we've got this strong northwesterly wind flow ushered in behind this front. Now, we are eventually going to dry out a bit more as we head into Friday. Some mild weather working in by the end of the week. And next week, that's when it looks like we could really get a warm up. We're talking maybe some 70s and 80s. So there is a warm up around the corner. We just got to get there. Again, to recap tonight, cold 20s for most tomorrow, back in the 40s. It still will be windy. So it'll feel colder throughout the day tomorrow, like it's in the 30s. We get the 50s back Friday. A little rain despite the warm up on Saturday, and then we could be pushing 80. Some nicer days next week for sure. Hey, stick with us. We'll be right back right after this break. Don't go away.